laying down instead of in the upright in position, and they're getting some headwinds going behind them. Rabbit crowd on their feet, defense 3rd and 5 to go. Bulldogs got the ball, high formation, twin split. Up the middle, stomp. Lawson. And Robert Lawson is hiring a kite out there right now. And the Rabbit crowd, if you can't hear them, you have to put your mic out there, Andy. Mine's not working too well. It's all right. 4th. Great. This is the Rabbit defense I drove down here to see. Great going, guys. Great stand. There's 1:23 to go in the 4th quarter. Rabbits on 1 touchdown deficit. And, Steve, I feel a little momentum shift. We need to keep it going. Quick strike here, and let's get back on this game.
Remember, Andy, we said it was up to the defense.
Amy drops back for a little extra coverage in case it goes short.
Barefoot.
Boy, they're sweating this one.
Oh, boy! Go get him! It's out of the end zone! It's out of the end zone! 2 points and a kick for the 20.
Yes! Steve, gut check!
They're still going.
And the official Energizer Bunny of the Christmas parade says they're still going. And we're declining the penalty. Whatever it was, we're declining something. Hey, they got to kick it. We'll be back with the rest of it right after this on AQC TV. Yeah.
Melanie Thompson Insurance, located at 102 West Iron in Atlanta. America can depend on Farmers Insurance, and Atlanta, Queen City can depend on Melanie Thompson Insurance for auto, life, or home insurance. That's Melanie Thompson Insurance, located at 102 West Iron in Atlanta. Call her at 796-7403 or 796-5853. America can depend on Farmers Insurance, and Atlanta, Queen City can depend on Melanie Thompson Insurance.
Down there for the Atlanta Rabbits cheerleading squad, and Becky Soto and all the rest of them. I know Mark's daughter out there. I know some of the cheerleaders. Dylan, I know her. Hey, Steve, they're going to punt now. Oh, they're going to kick it? It doesn't matter. We're getting the ball back. And you know, I said there was a little momentum moving our way. That's a lot of momentum. Now we need to keep it going. We need to get down here and we need to put some points on the board. This Rabbit crowd is on their feet. These Jefferson Bulldogs fans, you can see them on your TV over there. They're on their feet. Everybody in this stadium except me is on my feet, and that's just because I got a window in my way. And they kick to somebody who fumbles it. They cover it at the 45-yard line of the Bulldogs. Whew. Boy, don't kick it to our linemen. Don't kick it to our linemen. I think I'm getting a touch of horse here.
Get it. I've been trying hard. Give it all.
Now, these guys are playing the football. I know they can play. Yeah, they didn't want to give Billy. They were really leery about giving Billy Oliver a shot at that football with the momentum he's going to get. 45-yard line of the Bulldogs is where the Rabbits will take over. I see
back in Colorado, Andy.
Coach Schaumburg likes this. Jefferson coming up quick. Everett keeps it. He got the little stutter step. They're chasing him down. Steve, he's going to lose about 2. Adrian got him.
Adrian got him hard tackle.
That was Duffy. That was Duffy. Oh. Boy, you'd think they'd get tired after a while. Now, that wasn't fun. That moved us back about 4. Think we'll pass?
I think he will. I think it'll be Colorado offense again.
Single back once again. Now this is boy, I didn't get him who was on the sideline. Harrison does a good job of faking.
Look at Nickelberry back there blocking.
And it's just in the ditch to Kale.
Nope. The ball wasn't high enough.
Yeah, it was in the ditch. I saw it. Harrison takes another good
Oh, he jumped back.
They call a flag?
No.
What?
Watch Kale. He's limping off right now. When he jutted back to that ball, he gave it all he had, and he pushed off.
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to hurt.
He's okay. These kids are competitors, Steve. That's a 3rd and 14 now. Randy Garner comes in.
coming in.
Now, Randy Garner is fast. And he is a good second tight end. Matter of fact, he's Jeff's backup. They just haven't had to use him this year. Rabbit crowd on their feet. They want to see some production here,
13
Stevie.
seconds left in the 3rd quarter, Andy.
Harrison rolls out. He's looking for protection. He's got a crowd. Steve, he's around the left side.
Oh, he tosses it. We got 2 men. Go!
And he is buried down there at the 48-yard line, Steve. And he
Still
is
there.
down. He's trying to get up.
Andy, it might be good to think that was a 4th down. I'd hate to see him have to go back in right now.
Hey, David, all he had, Steve. He got the ball down there. It was just Randy Garner and Billy Oliver down there. Neither one of them could quite get the handle on it. They had totally blown Jefferson's coverage. And the punting team is having a lot of trouble trying to get this play off. They got 9 seconds.
We don't have a sniper out there. We're losing a timeout because we didn't have
That's
a sniper.
2 timeouts the Rabbits have eaten now. And only 2 seconds to go in the quarter. Mental mistakes. I tell you what, they're going to settle down, and so will we right after this on AQC TV.
Last year, we introduced Formula Shell gasoline. Nice to see so many folks getting a kick out of it. Shell, the world's best-selling gasoline.
Well, it's ours to lose or win, however we want to do it. 2 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. O'Kelly back to punt from a 4th and 14.
Andy, you think we're going to fake it?
No, I don't think they're going to fake it. Nope, straight to him.
They wanted them to think that, though.
What a poof! Fair catch, and we might get a flag.
No,
on
he
that.
stayed back a yard at least. It was almost.
Boy, we almost. But the Dogs are back there in their own territory again, Steve.
38 yards.
As the end of the 3rd quarter rolls up, the Rabbits are trailing 21-16 to the Jefferson Bulldogs. It's the Rabbit quarter, and it's yours next on AQC TV. Stick around.
Russian Pest Control says, go Rabbits, all the way to state. And do you see that Russian Pest Control are proud to be avid supporters of the mighty Atlanta Rabbits and invite you to go out and support the Rabbits on the road to the state playoffs. Russian Pest Control, proud to be Atlanta Rabbits.
Bringing you this game are Welch's Gas out of Atlanta, Linden, Douglasville, Texas County. Food King, Queen City Foods, Owen Service Company of Atlanta and Queen City. Mickey D's out on Highway 59, Ivan Smith Furniture, Napa Auto Parts, Felix Frank Insurance, Adcox Pharmacy, Guard Line, Mark Mays Real Estate, Rusty's Northside Texaco, Tim's Used Cars, Atlanta Sports Card, and Comics, All Days Department Store, Hart's Jewelers. What else we got in there? Grogan Appliance, Hills Sewing Center and Vacuum, Offenhauser Company, that's Joel Steger, the agent, First Baptist Church of Atlanta, Holly Branch Christmas Tree Farm, International Paper Company, Texarkana Mill, and these are proud supporters of Atlanta Rabbits. Listen to that Rabbit crowd. Defense. Up the middle for 3. 4. Boy, they give him the spot.
Well, he scooted for it, though. Andy, we've done a good job of holding all these guys down in the yardage, though.
You know, they had a booming first half on us. I mean, first quarter, really. 11:37 to go in the regional finals or quarterfinals, whatever you call it, is state 3A playoffs. One of these teams is going home tonight. One of them's going to Texas Stadium. Good close. Great play by Greg Fields coming from us. Up that defensive end, Steve, he showed him no mercy. And for once, they're in a negative situation.
Wow. I don't think they know what to do back there, Andy.
See, that defense is getting pumped. They're playing their style of football. Harrison's going in. He must be all right. He's giving Amy a break. No, it's not. It's Ben. I'm sorry. I saw Amy walking this way. 3rd and 11, Andy. Steve, that front four is bucking up and doing what they have to do. Mikhail Justice and Mingo Clay, and they're at the tackle. Drop back pass. He's looking over the middle. Oh, no! If he caught it, he's still way short of the first. See, there was 4 rabbits just dying to spike him. I got to give them a lot of credit for showing restraint when they saw that ball floating up there, because we could have eaten a interference penalty hard there. And the rabbit crowd's on their feet. Randy Garner did. Went downfield. Now, one thing I noticed, that quarterback had some time to throw that ball there, and he hadn't had. Garner was in the back. Let's see if they give it to Billy. I bet you they get a better snap off this time. Hey, Eddie, we still got good yardage, good field position where we're at right now. If we just call a fair catch, let's hope for a good roll and a great return. Good snap. Little bit of pressure. And this one is a gunner. And it's going to go back to about the 43-yard line. Can you believe that bounce? 38-yard line there, isn't it? Where was he kicking from? No way back there. 19. Standing on the 19-yard line and pushed it down to the 29 almost. 42-yard punt. Pretty good for someone who doesn't have a kicking game. That's what I said. The rumors of their kicking game's demise were greatly exaggerated. Well, we're from a weak district. Exaggerated. And we said that tonight. Hey. 9:41 to go in the 4th quarter. Rabbits needing a score. A touchdown. Fake to Dickerson. Harrison's rolling out. Pass over the middle. That looks to... Oh, it's intercepted at 30. Good defense. And the Bulldogs get a big break there, Steve. Who's that, 24? Tim Holt. Number 9, Dane Manchak there, Andy. You're saying Manchak? Yep, that's his second one. Well, that was just a tip ball. It was a volleyball play back there as Harrison floated a little bit into the secondary. Good job by Jefferson of keeping up with it. Our defense got to suck it up now. 9:32 to go in the game. And everybody's on their feet. And the Rabbits jump. No flag. Oh, yeah, they've got one. We're going to eat 5. We got back. I don't know if they didn't flinch there, Eddie. I was watching on the right side. I don't know if we didn't touch somebody. That was close if we got back. We haven't... They got it. Dadgummit. They got that. The referees obviously didn't agree with that. Boy, they have caught them looking on that 2 or 3 times. I think the referees watched our game films this year, too. Our kids are quick, and, well... Coach Bennett, give him credit for going on that long count every so often. I mean, that's just like giving them 5 free yards for no reason. Uh-oh. They're in tight all the rest of the way. In tight. Wide receiver split deep. I don't know what that is. There went for a reverse. 24, Tim Holt coming up. Holt's gonna... They denied him, though. They're going to stop him at about a yard short of the first down. Timeout. We got somebody down. We got somebody down. That's a rabbit down. He got McCall. He gets up. I don't know if they're going to make him pull him off the field or not, because they did call a timeout. Yep. He's got to come off, and we'll have to step someone in there at that cornerback. Probably Billy will come in. 2nd and 1 for the Jefferson Bulldogs there, Andy. Yeah, that's right. It should be a 3rd and 1, too. Harrison's in at the corner. Billy Oliver's in the corner. Hey, this might be the right time for Harrison. Encourage the defense. They're not set. Good thing Jefferson, the referee hadn't set the ball. I believe the blitz is on, Andy. They better have something on, because here it comes. Oh, he squirted through there. Through 4 rabbits. Boy, his jersey didn't quite make it, though. None of them have. Why are they all cocked up on the shoulder pads like that? Makes them harder to grab. Duffy picks up the first down, and 9:04 to go in the game. We got to start getting into clock conservation here. We've only got one timeout. If that comes into play, it's going to be tough. Jefferson's sitting on all three of theirs. I formation for the Bulldogs. Twin splits this time. Looking downfield, probably to pass it. Oliver stays in at the corner. We flinch a little bit. No flag.
That's our man
Hand
right
off
there.
at the line. Pick up a three.
Mr. Melton. Along with Randy Garner. Got Hunt going back in, Andy.
Donny Hunt coming in, that's the defensive end. That's going to be Lawson coming off. I guess they're going to pull Lawson. Everett's going in. We've got about 30 guys on the field now. Here comes Mingo.
This is the speed defense.
They're looking for something here. They want some pressure on this quarterback, and they want some pressure in that backfield. Rabbit crowd singing defense, 2nd and 8. Hand off at the line. He rolls. He's hit. Drops. Lost.
Andy, we got Justice, Hunt, Garner.
Everett Dickerson, give him credit for breaking it up in the backfield. And when we need it, somebody just keeps getting there, Steve. 3rd and 9. We're showing 8, but that's 9 now. They lost a yard. Steve, nobody on this Rabbit side of the field hardly is sitting down.
They can't afford to.
This is a good
When the
crowd
man in
out
front
here
of you
tonight.
standing up, you better be too.
I wonder if the Lumberjacks get this kind of crowd out here.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Way
That's our ball,
downfield.
Brad.
Oh, can't get his hands on it. We'll take it 4th down. I think that quarterback was just somebody grilled number 70 out there. Somebody laid him on the ground hard. Had to have been Everett or McHale. Steve, it's 4th and 9.
Andy, for all practical purposes, this really should be the state game.
I believe these are the two finest 3As in the state playing. I could be wrong, but
Good block.
if not, they're playing like it. Billy's going to back off.
I mean,
I hope that didn't hit him. Boy, he gets some rolls out here on this track. Oh, come on.
Yep.
They're dreaming we touched it. Yeah. And that's where we'll get it. Down there, it's what, the
40-yard punt there, Andy.
They nailed that ball. 19-yard line for the Rabbits where they're going to start at 7 minutes to get downfield and put 7 points on the board. They need a 6.5-minute time-consuming drive and 6 points. Bad. 7 would be fine.
We got to eat clock at the same time.
We got to eat some points. We got to have them now. I don't care. I'd settle for one good long breaker. I want this.
He made it.
Little dipsy doodle reverse, halfback pass. That's Billy looking downfield. He's going to break for the run, Steve. He's
Look at
getting
him go,
midfield. Steve, he's in midfield. He's got one hand on him. He's going to be brought down at about the 43-yard line. Great play, no flag. See, that was a pass.
That's right. He created every bit of that.
These kids are pouring their hearts out on this field tonight. Blaylock comes off the field. Bassey comes on. Billy's coming off now. Harrison gets him out there. He's got 20 seconds to get the huddle out and get the play off. Looks like Colorado time. Bassey split to the right. That's going to be Casey to the left. He's confused now. He comes over to the right side also. He's in motion. Harrison sets the line. He takes to Everett, and we got motion. We've got something. And Ken's tripped, and he's dropped. Flags all over the
threw
place.
it away.
Intentional grounding. He dropped it.
No, he flipped it forward with nobody there.
Boy, it's going to cost us a lot of yardage and a down that we couldn't afford to lose. There was 2 flags. We'll decline the motion. Illegal motion on the offense. Motion play will probably be declined, and they'll take the
Only decline both of them
grounding.
and start all over. That didn't happen.
Well, you take that grounding, and it goes back to where he ditched it at, and then you lose the down, and that hurts.
we're 2 yards ahead of where we started out on the series, Andy.
And a 2nd and 40. That sounds good. They ain't got it on the scoreboard. I don't guess they can add up that high.
Scoreboard can't add that high.
Come on, Rabbit. No back. Blitz on. Over the middle. That should be a flag. They tackled Everett out of the backfield. They didn't call it. 3rd down.
Harrison's still down.
Harrison got drilled after the pass, and he didn't get caught. I don't see how they can call that. I mean, they tackled him. And up there on the line, 31 yards to go for Rabbit first. Boy, feast or famine. 6:20 to go in the game. Rabbit fans on their feet. We need another miracle play.
Andy, this is
no back. They're going to show blitz again. They got it. They're all over Harrison up the middle. Everett gets the ball and drops it. That's twice. And that's twice that play was there, and that's twice it would have worked. 4th down, O'Kelly gets the call.
Andy, even at that, though, he had a man on him, and he was only about 5 yards, well, maybe 12 yards.
Boy, that was all over Harrison. Oh, number 4, Tim Duffy, is blitzing through there like a wild man.
Boy, I tell you what, Mr. O'Kelly ever had a good punt, his name needs to be on this.
Boy, I wish we were closer. I'd like to see a fake on this. He got a good one. Go ahead.
Oh, look at the roll.
Field it.
Let it
Get away from it, guys. We'll take it. 29. We'll let them change hands, and we'll be back with more right after this on AQC TV. You need some more.
Nothing can stop the Atlanta Rabbits. They keep going and going and going and going.
Got it hot and heavy here at Homer Bryce Stadium, Lumberjack City, Nacogdoches, Texas, at Stephen F. Austin State University. Rabbits 1st and 10, the Jefferson Bulldogs 1st and 10. Rabbit defense needs to hold them hard here. All kinds of confusion in that backfield. They just get the play off too much motion. They're going to drill him back there. Boo! What do you want to do? I decline it. Take the 2nd down.
2nd down and 4 as opposed to 1st down and 15. I mean, 2nd down and 14, yeah.
And we've been treated some football here tonight. These teams are literally playing with everything they got. There is nothing being taught. I would not be surprised to see Coach Bennett come out with a gadget here and try and sting us deep. Halfback pass, double reverse, something like we pulled on them with Billy Oliver.
Andy, 6 minutes left. By the way, on that punt, we said that Adam had to get off the best he done, 50 yards even.
That was a beautiful punt. And Jefferson's back in the hole. Our defense has come alive.
Listen to that crowd. Defense.
There it is. Blitz zone over the middle screen. And it's going to produce trouble.
Yeah.
At least.
Like 9.
It's still going to be 3rd and 5. 3rd and 4.
Like 10 couple.
Boy, they was all over him, too. Time like these, both coaches wish they had a shotgun. Rabbit defense looking at 3rd and 5 now. Gut check. They need to stop them. They need the ball. They need a block. They need something to get the momentum going. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Bulldogs up to the line, moving a little slow.
Down to 7.
Let's see if they can get it off. They're going to try. Rabbits put the pressure on. They're showing blitz up the middle. It's nowhere. Who were they trying to fool with that? Randy Garner, Mitch Savage. That's Lawson. What a headbanger. 4th down. Lawson got the first hit. That whole front 4.
He got a whole yard.
Give it to the front 4. Give them credit. Give the Rabbits the ball. Billy needs a return.
4th and 3. Their punter's bound to be getting tired by now. He's got more than that. He probably has all season.
That's Kendrick Collier.
Imagine if he could get it on this turf, what it'd feel like.
Oh, good. Oh, Oh, they're going to nail it. There, he was pushed into it. No way, ref.
Marlon Oliver was pushed into him.
By his own man, mind you. And that's going to be, that should not be the personal foul, but it will give him the first down. It's going to be enough yardage for the first down, but it's not the personal foul. And the defense,
1 yard, they'll have, what, 2 yards to spare for the first down.
Yeah, and the defense who just played their heart out after 4 plays has to do it again. I don't see how they could call that. That was incidental contact. He was falling. He wasn't trying to hit him. He actually pulled back.
But
and they changed the rules on that. Incidental contact on the kicker. I've seen them wave that off all year. I said the officiating was getting better.
And it was pretty blatant. I mean, we're up here. We can't see the crunching and hear the sounds yet.
Well, his foot's still on straight. I mean, high formation. Jefferson's got one split. Oh, they're not going to buy that. I don't. Boom! Yeah, back at the 30.
10-yard loss.
Under 4 minutes, guys. Under 4 minutes. We've got to stop them. We've got one timeout. Y'all were talking about those timeouts? Yes, they're going to get expensive. We can beat them. Billy Oliver's still in there in the cornerback. Brad McCall at the other. They pulled Amu's in there. Where's Billy playing at? What are they doing with Amu? They got him in there at Rover? A deep man. Safety. Him and Chad back there. Chad's at the Rover.
They got him in the corner.
This is interesting. This is new. I guess they know what they're doing. Quarterback on the keep. No way.
Picked up about.
They just want to eat clock, Steve. We're under 3 minutes now and coming up at it. Coach Scharnberg's going to have to stop them here and try and get some production.
Somehow I'm going to miss a 2-minute warning here in just a second.
If we stop them here, we've got 2 minutes, and it will be our last shot at the ball, I'm sure. 2:53, 52. Jefferson is using every bit of clock they got. Lawson and Garner screaming for that crowd to get on their feet, and they deserve it. 3rd and 15 for the Bulldogs.
We need a fumble right here, Andy.
That'd be nice. What we need is clock stop. They're not going to give it up. Up the middle for 3. Justice and Garner doing a good job stopping. Clock's still running. 2.5 minutes to go. And you can bet they're going to use all 25. And that clock hadn't even started yet. There it goes. 24 seconds to go on the shot clock. Yes, I know that's the play clock. And they're going to use it all. They're going to take all week to set this play up. 2:03, 2:02, under the 2-minute mark.
Just get away from him.
That's a series that should have never happened. Billy's going to try and make something happen. He falls down at 25. Okay, back with the last of it right after this on AQC TV.
Last year, we introduced Formula Shell gasoline. Nice to see so many folks getting a kick out of it. Shell, the world's best-selling gasoline.
5-point deficit.
1:53 on the clock. 21-16. Bulldogs and Jefferson over the Atlanta Rabbits. We've got one timeout. Coach Scharnberg goes the I formation, one flanker, a split out. Oliver comes in motion around the right side. Harrison drops back. He's looking down there. I don't know what he's going to do. He's fixing to get nailed from the backside. Just got it over the middle. First down. That'll stop the clock.
Stop.
Hurry up offense. Harrison's on the ground. He needs to get up. I don't know. He took a good lick back there. Good play to Jeff Fouts. They need 6 more just like it. Clock's back. Clock's running. 1:40 and under. Blaylock comes off the field. They're setting the Colorado up. They have no time to waste. 17 on the shot clock. Dickerson alone back. Casey and Billy the split out.
Somebody missed the block.
They got Ken. Ken's throwing it. And I don't know. Oh, come on, ref. He was in. And if that referee never made a bad call in his life, this is a bad time to start.
Stop the clock, though, Andy.
It did stop the clock. Brings up second down.
Even the scoreboard says I don't think so.
The scoreboard said, I don't think so. 1:20 on the clock. We need to break. They need to sit. I'd like to see the stick of two big tight ends over the middle. Casey Kidd's coming out. Jefferson calls a timeout. We'll take a break right here on ATC TV. Whoa, what a game.
Beverly Thompson Insurance, located at 102 West Iron in Atlanta. America can depend on Farmers Insurance, and Atlanta Queen City can depend on Melanie Thompson Insurance for auto, life, or home insurance. That's Melanie Thompson Insurance, located at 102 West Iron in Atlanta. Call her at 796-7403 or 796-5853. America can depend on Farmers Insurance, and Atlanta Queen City can depend on Melanie Thompson Insurance.
1 minute and 20 seconds is most likely going to sum up the Atlanta Rabbits season one way or the other.
What was that about a minute? 1 minute? Is that about a champion, Andy?
And said if he's a true champion, if you want to see if they're real champions, and I can't even say that. These kids have played their hearts out. I mean, if they come back from 2 touchdowns, they deserve to be called the best team in the state of Texas.
At this point, though, where they're at, they are true champions.
If they don't pull this out, the number 1 team in the state's right across from them, and I'll tell them they're a close second any day of the week. Harrison sets it, and the referee's doing something.
Harrison, there's some confusion out
there. The play clock or the shot clocks aren't set right. I think they were running too quick. And one of them's not matching the other. They may be going to keep it on the field. I don't know. Okay. They've got them going now. Harrison sets the line. 1:20 to go in the game. Colorado offense. They're showing blitz. He got a good block.
Nice block.
Down the field goes. Out the depth. Yes, it's 30.
Yes, sir. The game clock never started.
And we got a break on that. Now, the coaches are Coach Bennett's definitely pointing this out to the officials. Let's give credit to Jeff Fouts, but let's give even more credit to Everett Dickerson for laying one fine block in that backfield, giving kids time to throw.
And you just give a lot of credit to the man who didn't start the clock.
I think that may change. Coach Bennett is screaming about it over there.
What do you expect?
Rabbit bands into this down here on the sideline, and the stands, the Rabbit fans are out.
The true timekeeper's down there on the field. He can make them get it started.
119, 118, 17. We did get out of bounds. They can only...
Okay, 114.
I'll buy that. No more than that, though. That was a quick strike. Steve, we got to get in there, and Ken can't be hanging them high floaters out.
Oh, that was a wounded duck, Andy. I was scared.
Jeff Fouts. There was 3 people around him. He had to catch it. It's lost. I wish you could see around the fence around this place. It's jammed. Everybody's on their feet. This is a great game. Harrison drops back out of the I formation. He throws to Everett. Blaylock's up the middle, and he gets down for first after 26. 104 to go in the game, and they can't. They got a timeout. They got to save it. Boy, Chili Dog's coming back to haunt me now, guys. Oh, Nelly. Was it O'Keefe Jackson? Did you say, oh, Nelly? Colorado, 56 seconds. They need to get this play off. He drops back. He fakes to Everett. He's got all week to throw it. He's looking downfield. He may keep it. He's going to. He gets out of bounds at the 18-yard line. 44 seconds, Steve. This is killing me.
Killing you.
My spotter, first time up in the booth, he's having a heart attack.
I'm glad I'm not one of those guys who wears a pacemaker.
3rd and 4. Who cares about the first down? Colorado offense probably going to be a star. Kel Melton's out there. See, they've been ignoring our tight ends all night. Let's see if they go to them. 17, 18-yard lines where the ball spots. You can see it. Rabbit fans, Bulldog fans, they're all on their feet. People on the sidelines are trying to spin. Harrison drops back. He's got some pressure. He needs to dump it, and they can't call that.
83, Jeff Fouts, well, it's in the vicinity.
They can't throw a flag on that. got a Bulldog getting up slow at the line of scrimmage. He did get it out of bounds. It's 4th down.
It's 3rd down, Andy.
Oh, it's the 3rd now? I thought it was 4th. I thought this would bring up a 4th.
No, it's bring up 3rd and 4th.
Melton's out, okay. They're going to call. Jefferson's taking a timeout. Thank you. There's 38 seconds on the clock. Rabbit football, HUC TV.
No matter what the job, the lightweight, rugged 025 chainsaw from Steel will please everyone. With its unique safety features and power ordinarily found on professional saws, the 025 will tackle all your jobs with ease. Steel, why compromise? Available at Price Hardware in Nevada for only $299.95 with a 16-inch saw. That's Steel at Price Hardware, 482 North William, here in Atlanta.
Bert's talking to him. He's telling him, you can win it. It's yours. Go take it. 3rd and 4. Big decision. Go for the goal. Go for the first down.
Go for the first down.
38 seconds on the clock.
You got 2 men that would just love to have a chance to take that ball across the first down.
Keep in mind, 21-16. Rabbits got 1 timeout left. There's 38 seconds on the clock. Got to have a touchdown. Field goal's not going to do it. We've got the weapons. We've got the team. Jefferson's defense getting a dose of what we had in the first quarter, or in the first half. They're a little confused. They're tired. They did a good job of putting pressure on Harrison, but he got rid of the ball and didn't cost us any yards and saved the clock. They called a timeout. Did I miss anything? Rabbit fans on their feet. Bulldog fans on their feet. Split backfield. Oliver's in the wing back for maybe the 3rd time
They
tonight.
won't give up the pass, so they'll take it.
I don't know what to do. Savage misses his block. They're throwing over to the corner of the end zone.
Yes, sir! Andy, did you hear what I said? They're giving us a pass and we'll take it. We took it. Touchdown.
Unreal. Unbelievable.
My mic has come apart.
The Atlanta Rabbits, with 35 seconds to go in the game, has gone ahead for the first time tonight. And Steve broke his microphone. You're right. We gotta have an extra point. There's no flag. We got Texas Stadium on the mind, but Steve, we can't let them get a return. It is 22-21.
Can you spell state?
Do we go for 2? Why not?
Andy, the clock didn't run again.
Oh, that hurt. Timeout on the field. I don't know who took it. Who cares? You can put your commercials where you want. We're staying with this. No. The Rabbit fans are on their feet. Coach Schaumburg's got them off to the side.
We're still running.
And running and running and running. And
the Energizer Red.
Oliver caught the pass of his life.
Andy, right now, I'd march across the field with that base run.
I cannot talk.
Yes,
That is
sir.
the biggest relief our crowd's had, is I can't talk. Let's go, guys.
Andy, I don't think we have enough guys
And I
on the
mean,
field
you
yet.
just can't get enough of this. Good kick.
We're going for 2.
We're going for 2, guys.
Andy, they
Yeah.
can't kick a field goal. What do we care? Why am I
It forces
second
the tie.
Why am I second guessing Coach Schaumburg?
I don't know what they're doing. Baskey's out late. He's in there. Everett's alone in the backfield. Ken's rolling out to the right. He gets a good block.
We did it! Yes, sir! Count it, Danny! Count! 24-21!
They got to have a touchdown to win. Flag on the play. Flag on the play.
Well, we decline it.
We're going to be... There's 35 seconds on this clock. This is probably one of the best offenses in the Jefferson Bulldogs in the state. We got to stop them. We can't let them have a
We cannot
return.
let them have anything, Andy.
O'Kelly's got to have the best squib kick of his life. Don't let him get a return. Throw everything back deep, and don't let Holt or Collier get a run. And we're going to get nailed for
unsportsmanlike conduct against Jefferson, Andy.
Oh, against Jefferson. Woo! And the Rabbits, get the crowd, Lynn. They are on their feet. The Bulldog crowd's on their feet. They remember the John Tyler game last week. 7 seconds on the clock, or 11. John Tyler has to have a touchdown to win. They do it with a big return. We can't have that kind of letdown here. I don't know who'd win this on the penetration or on the first down. You can bet it'd be with Jefferson, though.
Oh.
See, what's the first down count?
Who cares?
A field goal. These teams have played their hearts out tonight. Billy Oliver's got one for the rest of his life, man. I hope the camera got it.
Andy, go back to how many passes Billy missed back there at the first half. Come back and catch the pass of his life.
Yes, I'm on my feet. I don't know if that touchdown's going to even be usable, the way we were screaming. Look at this lineup here, Steve. Now, Jefferson ain't unsportsmanlike. Oh, Kelly just...
Oh, yes!
End zone.
Field goal!
Upright! That's good! It went through the uprights, I do believe. There will be no
Andy, it was
return.
wide right.
Oh, it's wide right. Great job, Adam.
Thank
That
goodness we
forces
don't play
Jefferson.
in the
Now, there's no times run off the clock yet. Keep in mind. It's 24-21. There's 35 seconds on the clock. There's a there's a lot of celebration going on over here. But believe me, these guys can win. This is a football team that can beat you in 35 seconds. If we ever need a prevent defense, it's here. They've got it. They're still coming out of the eye, but they don't have any time in. Gadget.
We got the ball! We got it!
Nope, they got it.
Oh, they got it back.
But the clock's still running.
And run, they stopped.
Why did they stop the clock?
Timeout, Jefferson.
Timeout,
That's the
Jefferson.
last one.
Last timeout. 25 seconds on the clock. You stick around and we'll show you the rest of the game right after this.
Tire in Queen City. Miles in balance of free with 10% off tire sale at Cooper Tires. Queen City Tire, Queen City. Go by and see Kennel Shops in Larry Farrell, Jeff Mark, and Clifford McCaslin for Cooper Tires at Queen City Tire. Highway 59, Queen City. Cooper Tires at Queen City Tire.
To them. Defense, we've lived and died by them for the whole season, and if we've ever needed a defense, it's now. They've got 25 seconds to shut the Jefferson offensive machine down. It's 2nd and 6-15. Jefferson's got the ball on their own 15-yard line. You're looking bomb. You're looking bomb. And we're going to try an unprecedented maneuver here. We're going to try and run down to the field and get on the sidelines for this after this thing's over. Watch the pass, guys. These kids don't know how to quit. They've got 3 men coming out deep. Here it comes over the middle. It's intercepted. Ben Collins. Harris has got the ball. He's around the left side. He's going to take it out of bounds at the 20 with 12 seconds left to go in the clock. Oh, yeah! Now we can have some pandemonium. Do what?
Do we shoot it across and try to make another touchdown, or we just go down on it?
Fall down. Hello, Texas Stadium. Like I hated to say this earlier, but in my opinion, absolutely the best 3A in the state. Now, we may be proved wrong next week, but I doubt it. This is 2 championship teams on the field, and they have played their guts out tonight. Atlanta's never been down this year and had to come back like this. And when they had to, they did it. Get 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We win! We win! We win!
Nothing can
stop the Atlanta Rabbits. They keep going and going and going and going.
Unbelievable is absolutely correct. Look at that scoreboard. Boy, did we set a speed record for getting down here for what? 24-21, the Atlanta Rabbits are the regional champions for Region 2 and 3A in the state of Texas. What a game. Steve's trying to round up Coach Scharnberg right now. We're down here in the crowd. You can see it's wild. And these kids played their heart out. Trying to wade our way through to find Coach Scharnberg.
You did a good job. Good job.
Coach, congratulations. Thank you. Took us where no rabbit's ever gone before. What do you got to say? How about some Gatorade? The fat lady got up, but she didn't get a chance to fast.
Those guys are the ones that deserve all the credit. They're the ones that came back and played hard. They're the ones that got all the credit.
What do you say, regional champ? Coach Scharnberg definitely taking some congratulations over here. Coach, it was a heart stopper.
Yeah, it was. It was a Super Bowl game. Our kids deserve a lot of credit. And God love them. They knew they couldn't give up. And they did. They did. Let me get with them.
All right, Coach. All right.
Basketball. Tanner Johnson goes to the basketball. Put that on the cover. Johnson goes to the ball. You said he did well. Johnson goes to the ball. Oh, I'm sorry. Lynn's right there. One of four. All you guys listen up. You played hard, and if you believed in yourself, that anything is possible. Minimum day you learned a valuable lesson right, all of you did. If you don't give up in life, if you battle your heart out, you can accomplish an unbelievable thing. The whole second half, I'd question that cross right there, brother. I knew that you guys played the way I know you can play and show the character that I know you got. I knew you could come back and beat us. Man, you made me the happiest coach in the world. Again, I'm tickled pink, but we're moving on down the road. We want a forward. Grab hands, come back your head, please. Heavenly Father, once again, we come before you. First of all, I want to thank you for allowing us to come out of this game injury-free. Like that's these young men, giving the courage and the heart and the belief that no matter what happens in life, all the adversity, that everything is possible for that person who believes and puts out that supreme effort. God bless these young men. They're a great group. God bless my staff. They're a great group. Our community, our school, our fans, we did it for everybody. Give us the strength to go down the road one more week and battle our hearts out and do the very best we can. We ask these many things here in the Amen.
Mitch, great game. I think right now you'll let me call you Mitchy, won't you?
Yeah, you can call me Mitchy all you want.
At what point, right there in the fourth quarter, did you think we had it in the bag? Ever?
Yeah, I knew once we stopped them that last time we had the ball. I knew that I've been playing with these boys all my life, and I knew that they had it in them. And I know I wasn't going to give up and they wouldn't get it. I just had this certain feeling inside of me. I wouldn't drink no water till we scored, and I think it worked.
Last defensive huddle, what did you tell them going into it?
They won it. Here it is.
There you go. There you go. We appreciate it. Go get it, man.
Okay.
Is this your best game yet?
Yeah, it's one of the games that we had to come back and play hard and everything. It took a lot of guts to come out because he was down halftime and everything. And we just came out and played and done what we had to do, and we came out on top.
Going into half, did you think you had it in you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what about the rest of the team? What was the mood going into the
Well, they were kind of down, like any team should be when they down. But, we got talking inside. Now we got to pump back up and realize we got another whole half to go and play football and came out on top.
Great. We're going to be calling you next week. Good luck.
Okay, thank you.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Here we are with the two heroes on the offense tonight. We got number 35, Billy Oliver, and number 12, Ken Harrison. Guys, 35 seconds left. Was that an intentional pass, or did you have to look for him?
Well, it was an intentional pass for him, but, I was really trying to throw the ball out of bounds because he wasn't open. And I just zipped it up hoping he would get to it, and he just got behind a guy, the defensive player stopped. He just caught it and went in for a touchdown.
Billy, you'd already missed a couple tonight. What were you thinking as you saw that watermelon coming over the goal line?
I knew we were going to win it. I mean, it was a good pass. It was a great pass from Kenneth. And I saw that coming because, they can't hold me. But still, it was a good pass. I'm going to get a credit to my quarterback.
This week, Lumberjack Stadium, maybe next week, the Jay Leno show, huh?
I guess so, you never know what's coming up, Like Coach always told us, he said it ain't over till it's over, and we knew they were just, they were dogging on us, and they were just talking noise, putting us down and everything. And Coach just said, keep our composure and go out there and do it. And we drove them into the field, and we did it.
You sure did. Well, we can't wait to see you next week. Hope it's in Texas Stadium. Y'all want to play on the turf again?
Yeah, we love the turf.
Hey, let me get in here for this. Ken, I've been doing these games all year. My name's Andy Rick, and I've called you by every first name but your own. Yeah. I don't know if you've got the catch, but there will be no doubt what this man's name is from now on. And Billy, congratulations. It was a great catch. Thank you. It was nice meeting you guys. Great game. Great game. There's only one way, and that's a trip to the state game where they're going to play it at, Andy, but we still got one more to go before that happens. Who's that? We got Springtown or? So Springtown lost, so we're going to be looking at Abilene Wiley. I've already heard 2 or 3 times that we're going to Texas Stadium on it. Texas Stadium doesn't end up being available. We'll end up in Carrollton. Hey, Texas Stadium can move over for this Rapid team. See, they played their heart out tonight. I mean, they showed the champions they are. They showed the character they had. When they had to get down there and do it, the defense came up, stuffed them. The offense, when they had to have the points, they stuffed them. They got the points in, and they're champions. They deserve every bit of credit and glory they get. They deserve the weekend. Monday morning, back to it. And I don't know how many of them are actually looking forward to it, but I tell you what, it's going to be sweet until that time happens. We'll try and get Coach Scharenberg up next on the Coach's Show. You're watching Rabbit Football right here on AQZ TV. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you.
pest control said throw rabbits all the way to state. And you see that Western Pest Control is proud to the supporters of the mighty Atlanta Rabbits and invite you to go out and support the Rabbits on the road to the state playoffs. Western Pest Control proud to be Atlanta Rabbits.
AQC-TV Hometown Television Atlanta High Head Coaches Show. I'm Steve Rushing along with Atlanta High Head Coach and Athletic Director Coach Ken Schoenberg. And Coach, let's see. We come from a weak district. We're only a bump in the road. Yet, do you think this time we have finally proved everybody that Atlanta's for real?
I tell you, Steve, it's it's an amazing thing. We've come a long way this year, and you're right. We've been called a lot of things. We've been accused of a lot of things. We've been accused of not having anything. But I tell you what, the one constant in it is that our team has believed in themselves, and they have got a lot of confidence and the belief that they can do the impossible. And I think the people saw that Saturday night, and it's a tremendous feeling. And I don't care. People can say what they want about us. We've done something that's been tremendous. Our kids aren't satisfied yet, and we're not. And all I can say is kind of like the old rabbit that you said, we just keep going and going and going, and it's a wonderful feeling.
At the least, we're the fourth best team. Do you figure Jefferson ranks just right behind us?
Well, I'll be real surprised if Jefferson still isn't ranked in front of us. The Harris ratings, when they normally come out a lot of times, of course, and let me say this, we're not worried about that rating anyway, until it's all over and said and done. But they normally pick guys that like Cuero and Jefferson like that. They normally keep their ratings simply because people know they're fine football teams. But our kids deserve a little credit too. And they played awful well, but I don't care where they've got us rated. I just want to make sure our kids are prepared to play this week against a good ball club, and we relished our win, and we looked back on it all day yesterday, but we had to start preparing yesterday for Abilene Wiley, and we're doing that, and we're going to get after it.
The game plan the other night, just from watching it seems like you started back in the eye. I'm not sure that was because you felt more comfortable with it, but overall, what was the game plan?
Well, we went into the ball game knowing that we had to establish a running game against them. We knew that they were good. They're a fine football team, and we knew that we kept telling our kids all week long, offensively and defensively, these guys are big. They're huge. They're strong. We've got to play our brand of ball. We've got to attack them where their weaknesses are, and we did start off in the eye, and the reason why is it gives us an added dimension in having Derek back there and Everett and fine receivers, but as the game turned out, moving along offensively, we felt like we had to get into the Colorado offense and give us maximum protection, as well as using 4 quality receivers in our attack. And they could not stop our bootleg pass all night long. And I know people are wondering, why in the world do you keep running that same pass pattern? We keep running it because you give Kenneth the option to run with it, and plus you give Kenneth the time to look and find receivers that are running free and get hit in the open spots. And our offensive front's doing a super job of blocking. So, it's a great thing to go to, and then when we needed to go to the eye and run the ball, Everett ran extremely hard, and Derek Blaylock came through for us when he needed to. He played a great role in our win, tremendous role, and it's just you do the things, Steve, at this point that you've got to do to win the ball game, and it's like the last drive. You never think about it coming down to a last drive to win it with 1 minute and 40 seconds left on the clock, but you've got to know in the back of your mind what plays you want to run and what you've got to do, and those things you prepare yourself for.
You talked on the line a lot this year. I haven't that much because up until about the last 5 ball games, I hadn't seen as much out of them as not being a coach, I don't see things. However, when you brought the Colorado offense, I know it's a blocking scheme I'm not familiar with, where Anthony Nickelberry actually drops back in a pulling position. How does that happen?
Well, that's our bootleg pass. Anytime you bootleg, you normally have to get an offensive lineman out in front of your quarterback to give him added protection. And you feel with a backside, with your center who off blocks, you feel with a backside back you feel for him. But Anthony Nickelberry and Donny Hunt on our bootleg passes are blocking as well as any guards I've seen in a long time. And people need to watch the video tonight need to watch it and see. On some plays, our offensive line are blocking tremendous. Mitch and Nick on the left side one time when we run what we call our GT pull on both sides. Donny and Marvin do it on the other side. They're pulling and blocking tremendously. And then on the screen pass on the last drive, Anthony Nickelberry pulled out and cut a guy, knocked him 3 foot up into the air, and Mitch got his man on the ground, and Derek was one man away from breaking it to going in. And, it's just those are things you've got to do at this point. And our offensive line believes in what they're doing now. We've been doing it for a long time. They believe in our backs. They believe in Kenneth, and our receivers are the same way. It's kind of like you're on the same page studying for an exam. You know all the answers, and you know how to get that answer. And our kids are believing in that right now.
You get to Kenneth, probably his best game, or if not his best game, his most exciting game, right at the beginning. And I don't want to bring out a lot of negatives. Right at the beginning, he showed a little of that frustration we saw back at the first of the season, and then all of a sudden he snapped out of it and came back and just really held tough. Was that on his own, or did he have a little help?
Well, I think the frustration that he showed was the frustration our whole football team showed in the first half. We went in at halftime and told our kids that me and Jefferson is experiencing all the breaks that you guys have experienced in previous playoff games. And we weren't getting any breaks in the first half. They were, and consequently they were up on us, and plus they were driving the football on us and knocking it down our throats. But we were doing things defensively that we did not need to do at that point. And Coach Melton at halftime sat down with our defensive crew and made some changes. Coach Melton made some changes, and he put Robert Lawson at the defensive end in Donny's spot. Not that Donny wasn't doing a good job. And he put Mingo Clay at the 2 technique where Marlon was playing, and not because either one of them were doing a bad job. We felt like we had to spell those kids and get them on offense, and we had to, at that point, we had to depend on Mingo and Robert to do a tremendous job. And let me say this, those two came through for us with flying colors and played a tremendous ball game for us. And again, that's what you've got to have at this level of the season. You've got to have kids step up, and I'm so proud of those 2 wrestlers. And I saw Robert this morning. I said, Robert, you'll never know how important you were to us the other night, and you're going to continue to play a lot more football for us, and that's what you've got to have. But at first, though, the thing that was really hurting us defensively, and Ronnie would tell you this if he was talking to you, we were trying to. Kids are hard-nosed a lot of times, just like adults. We're stubborn. Our kids felt like that. Sure, they're big, they're huge, they're 6'3", 250, 265. By golly, I'm as strong as big as he is. Well, you're just not. Yeah. So we were trying to match them up top, and they were bending us over and blowing us back. So at halftime, we told our kids, go back to what we do, our quickness and our speed. And we did that at halftime defensively. And let me say, anytime you hold a football team like Jefferson Bulldogs to 27 yards second half total yards and 3 first downs, and one of those first downs was on a penalty. Yeah. That's an unbelievable stat, And I've said it again, and I'll say it again. Keep saying it. Our defense, as long as they keep playing the way they're playing and keep giving the football to our offense and the Kenneth and our backs and our receivers and our line, we're going to make some things happen, and that's what happened in the second half.
Yeah. And Jefferson didn't leave it on the field with Linden last week either.
That's right. That's right. It's just a great thing.
Yeah. Abilene Wiley, I haven't seen. Well, I did see a couple clips on him last night. The Patriots show a lot of passing. As a matter of fact, it looks like we're going to be playing a carbon copy of our own team. What have you seen of them?
Well, right now, Abilene Wiley is they're kind of like a Spring Hill type football team. Their kids are very well disciplined. They're very well coached. I will say this: they don't have a whole lot of team speed. They've got good size in some particular people, but they're on an emotional roll right now. They were picked 4th in their district when the season started. They were the runner-up team coming out of their district into the playoffs. They've beaten a lot of ranked teams. They've won a lot of close games here lately, and they're kind of like us. They were kind of overlooked, and it's going to be a heck of a ball club. I think that, and the coaches feel like that they're going to come out and probably try to throw the football on us. They do spread quite a bit. I do feel good about our chances with our speed and our quickness. I think that we can do a lot of things to them that they have not seen, but. They're hard-nosed boys. Those old West Texas boys out there are hard-nosed boys, and they're just hard-nosed, and we know we're going to have to play extremely well to beat them. And it's going to come down to everything. It's going to come down to offense and defense and specialty teams. And, I think one thing that helped us the other night against Jefferson was our specialty teams. Adam O'Kelly, he may have missed a dadgum extra point, but that's the heck with it. Adam averaged close to 45 yards a punch the other night, and those are things that you've got to have to win playoff games. And he kicked off tremendous, and every little facet's got to help. But Abilene Wiley's got a good football team, and our kids had better get ready to play. And people keep asking me, they say, well, are you going to have a problem in getting up to play after a game like Jefferson? Well, I'm going to tell you, it's like in a paper this morning. If our kids, we're one game away from playing for the state championship in the state of Texas. We're one of 4 teams remaining out of 243 or 244 or 245. And if our kids can't reach out and touch it now and feel it, then we don't deserve to win. But I'm going to tell you what, we're going to show up Friday night at Carrollton, and we're going to play hard-nosed football.
Right. One person I forgot to mention, and I know we don't ever like to really put one player above anybody else, but I've got to bring this one up. Mikhail Justice played the game of his life. He was matched against probably the tallest guy he's played against all season. He whipped him. The other guy had every physical component available to him, and Mikhail kept going and going and going.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. He's not hurt either.
No,
okay.
no. We're bruised up and we're banged up right now. Our kids, it was a very brutal game the other night. Kenneth took some unbelievable licks after he passed, which the official should have thrown flags on. Our kids, they could not catch our kids on the offensive front, so they just fell on them a lot. But you're right. Mikhail Justice he's an example of our football team, our whole football team. We're not the most talented football team around. We've got some kids that's good gifts with a lot of ability, but the one thing that he's got that I'll take any day over any player that in the world is the big old heart and the desire that the young man's got, and that's what he plays with, and that's what we told our kids Saturday night at halftime. At halftime, I went in and they were a little bit down. There's no doubt about it. And I told them, I said, men, one of 2 things are going to happen. I have no doubt that you're going to come out the second half and fight with all your heart and all your might. And by doing that, we're either going to lose going down fighting like crazy, or we're going to fight and win this ball game. Those are the 2 options you've got. And I said, there's no other options available. Yeah. And they showed the character, they showed the poise, and they showed the discipline to come out and to fight back and win the ball game. And to me, it's like one person called me yesterday at home. I don't even know the person, an elderly lady. And she said, Coach, the most impressive thing about the win more than anything else was the character and the poise and the discipline that your kids showed. And I think that's a tribute to our program, to our kids, to our coaches, to our school system, and to our administrators, our teachers, to everybody. They all need to pat themselves on the back. It's a heck of a thing to see.
All right, we got Friday night, Standard Stadium again, which I guess we can say is our home stadium now.
I'm going to tell you what, it's a good one, and I'll say this again, folks, please come out and follow us. I'll tell you this, I know J.D. Cox and the administrators are going to meet today on releasing school. I don't know what time it's going to be released, but school will probably be released early. Just be careful coming, but we need a ton of people there to watch us play, and I have no doubt that you'll be there. Just be careful, please.
Yeah, if we can pick up the same crowd we had the other night,
yes.
I got to give it kudos. That was great. The way you turned out and the way you hollered for them. I don't know if anybody sat down the whole game. It looked like Ellen Aggies.
Well, we had to have had over 12,000 people there. I know our home side was almost completely packed, and that is the tremendous feeling. You can't tell me that those people up there in the stands on that last drive with a minute and 53 left to play, that the hair wasn't standing up on the back of their necks and they didn't feel a part of it, because if you didn't, I feel sorry for you. Because
not on the press box, don't worry.
That's right. But you're a part of this whole dream living thing we're living. You're a part of it, folks, and don't ever think you're not. And it's like I tell our kids every day before we break and go into the dressing room when we're through. We give a lot of credit to a lot of people, but Steve, I've got to say that we in practice every day and telling our kids, be proud of who you are and be proud of where you're from. And then you got to believe in the good Lord. You got to believe in your family, your loved ones, your friends, and our football team is always the third factor there. And our kids believe in that. And as long as we continue to believe that and have the priorities that you've got, then good things are going to happen to you.
Yeah. All right. We'll see you first Friday night at 7:30 back at our home state. Are we home team?
We're the home team. We're the home team. We keep getting these flips, baby. We're hanging in there. Abilene Wiley assistant coaches that I met at Stephen F. called the flip and lost it, so we won. Bad guys.
All right. We'll see you again next week. I'm Steve Rushing along with head coach Ben Scharnberg. Go get them, Ravs.
Russian Pest Control says Joe Rabbit all the way to state. And you can see that Russian Pest Control are proud to be the supporters of the mighty Atlanta Rabbits and invite you to go